Privet Kodaksanere. That is me butchering a new language today. That's me attempting to speak Russian and saying hello collectors. I just listened to Google Translate and that's what I deciphered, but I'm obviously mispronouncing that. Today we have some full-size ChoroQ Combats. Combat ChoroQ is actually there. And it says this is CCQ-03, so one would have to assume there's at least two other waves in these 4-packs. And we have a Q kind of representing like an old Soviet Union flag. Instead of the sickle and the hammer, you got a star and a Q. It says limited version. That might be true. Well, these are toys. I just don't see many of these come up for sale. I mean, it's been a few years since I started this channel, and I'm only now getting to this. This toy is from a set is from 1999. I'm gonna party like it's 1999. Some sort of Japanese text. Maybe that's the colorway. I'm not sure. No. Well, you know what? The actual text is identical on all four. It's just color A, B, C, D, it seems. A little graphic there. Let's go on the back. Yeah. So it's interesting that it would have English on the back, not on the front. But I'm pretty sure this was never sold outside of Japan. That might be why it's hard to find. And this is back when it was Takara Toys, not Tomy Tech, which it is now part of Tomy, the tech group. So this is actually new, I think. It just has a bunch of tape here. One is very wrinkled away, but let's cut this stuff up. So we gotta remember, it's from 1999. We can't expect ChoroQ zero details. I'm not really expecting much. I just like tanks. I'm not gonna really speak about the T-34, other than the fact that it was like the tank that everyone knows, you know, Russia for using in World War II. It was also the most numerous tank produced, like 70,000 or so, but more than half of them were destroyed. But that still leaves a good 30,000 of them, and they were used in many wars. And the key feature is the sloped armor. You know, yeah. Cannon fire would hit that and then deflect off, right? A ricochet. Little piece of cardboard here. Let's see if there's anything important. Not really. Okay. Would have been nice, you know, maybe they wrote something about the tank somewhere on this, right? Even if it was in Japanese, right? Just to educate young Japanese folks. And it's safe to assume these castings are all identical. So let's just start with this one, and then we'll find out for sure. So, very, very blanked off. You know, they can't go too far in because the tank tread is pretty thin. You know, if it goes too far in, this plastic would just snap, right? This is a toy after all. It is a wind-up toy, so you can pull it back. Yeah, I didn't even wind it up all the way until it clicked. But if you do play with these, I mean, I would fear that the cannon would just hit a wall and snap, you know? So, I don't play with my toys, really. I just like to collect them and look at them. Alright, so you got the main wheels. There's only 3. The real one seems to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 main wheels. There's no indication of any sort of bogey wheels, but I don't actually see them on the real one either, so that's interesting. Never noticed that. Just painted silver, the whole drivetrain here, and then yeah, it's just got a regular sized ChoroQ motor and tires and the axles. What I like about these old ChoroQs is the rubber is very good. Like, I mean, this thing is over 2 decades old and the rubber is still kind of soft. I think they're probably made of silicone, high silicone content, because they don't seem to crack very often. It does happen sometimes. So yeah, you got the Tomy here. It's weird that this is blanked off. Usually there's like 2 digits for the year it was copywritten or produced even. And this was actually made in Japan. So T-34 Russian tank. It is casting number 11, it seems, in the ChoroQ Combat series. And it actually has a patent pending number, which is funny. Like, who's gonna try to copy this? I don't know. I haven't seen any copies of it. Screw in the front, tab in the back, standard stuff, and it's got the old yellow and reddish, or yellow and pinkish motor inside of there. So going around to the front, the sloped armor. Let's see the turret. Yeah, it gets out of the way. So this is supposed to be a machine gun, but it's just extruded upwards. And then this is the sight window. It's got a little bit of a recess. These look like headlights on the photographs, but again, just extruded upwards, so they can't have a full circle. They seem to have airbrushed like a darker brown on this body, which I don't know if it's painted. Maybe it is. I'm not sure. I feel like the body's been painted olive before the brown. Just based on that sprue cut off there, that nub. Okay, we got some nice vent details here over the engine. These are the exhausts. Some sort of axis hatch, maybe to work on the engine. Some sort of rolled up tarp or something. Maybe a storage box here. And then I like this, not symmetric. There's some sort of vent here, a shovel, and a different box there. And then these things have tow hooks. These full-size combat Choros. So what they tow, I don't know. Maybe it's in a different set, right? Okay, yeah. So it's new. Hasn't cracked. If it was die-cast, it would probably have paint rash, but paint rash doesn't generally happen on plastic models. So we have a winter livery. I'm guessing that's what they're going for here. It's gray with a little bit of sky blue. Maybe they painted it that way. And I'm noticing this is actually a sticker, I think. I thought it was a tampo print on the other one. But these could be stickers. Because maybe you can see there's a little bit of height to them. Yeah. I would have to imagine this 4-pack didn't cost much back in 1999. I wouldn't be surprised if this whole set was less than like $5 back then. Maybe even less. I mean, they have the look and feel of something you'd find in like a dollar store, right? So, but if you grew up in Japan, please leave a comment. What was the original retail price of this in yen? I'd like to know. Maybe other viewers would like to know as well. So yeah, same casting, just a different colorway. Okay, yeah, not much else to talk about there. So the winter one, we have what seems to be a standard issue type of green, or olive drab. We have a different olive color, but this one's a little browner. And then again, it's got the stickers. Sorry, focus, come on. Everything's got the silver tracks. In fact, the whole bottom is silver. It's a shame that this isn't olive colored either. And that just has, this lame sticker, T-34 Russian tank. It's literally a paper sticker. It's not printed on. So again, I'm pretty sure these things are cheap. Well, let's see about the height this can go. It can go about that high up, and it can actually shoot downwards. Alright. And yes, it can go all the way around, so if it wants to go through a building like that, it can. Alrighty. And the last one, it's a really dark one here. It's kind of like a dark blue, but then it's got little airbrushing effects here. I don't know if that's white or if it's just a light blue. It's hard to say, but same stuff. Yep. And you see that sticker's not. That sticker's not even aligned horizontally. So be careful if you pick these up, because they're literally paper stickers, and even new out of the box, you can see that paper just working loose. It's a real shame they couldn't tampo that stuff. All right. Let's look at a few other tanks here. Alright, so earlier on I reviewed this full-size ChoroQ Combat. This is a Panzer IV, but it's obviously got a totally different look to its sticker. So I don't know what the deal is. And this one actually does have a year. It says 1983 on the bottom of it. But it says casting number 16. What was this again? 11. So it came after the fact, I would assume. I could be wrong. The Panzer IV was a medium tank as well, so I guess maybe those are somewhat accurate in their sizing. This is not accurate at all. This is a Krupp Protzi. I'm not pronouncing that. It's casting number 19. No date on its manufacturer though, and it has this same kind of sticker design. It's just white and red. So from a different quartet of figures. The thing that's not realistic is this is supposed to have 3 axles. There's supposed to be another axle here with another wheel back there, but Choro-Q for some reason skipped it. I don't know why they would even choose this vehicle in the first place, right? If they're not going to have 3 axles. There's plenty of other 4-axle German vehicles, so it's really strange. But it is smaller than the tanks, so that makes sense. You know, all the tanks have fake tracks on the outside of their tires. So here's the T... No, wait, is this the Sherman? My bad, hold on. It's a good thing they label these things. This is the T-34, but it's the Chibiko. Chibiko is a line of ChoroQs that are smaller than regular ChoroQs, but they tend to have the same, if not better, detailing. So this is dated probably a newer year, 03. Yeah. So, I mean, it's got tampo printing on it. No more stickers, right? Even this thing is tampo printed. So it's just better overall. And the wheels have a different color than the void and the tracks. So let's get rid of these two. And I guess it would be closest to this one. You can see the difference now in size between the Choro and then the Chibiko. Quite a size difference, right? Let's see if I can get above there better. Yeah. So I seem to be getting into a tank kick. I used to collect a whole bunch of those World Tank Museum 1/44 scales. And it's been over 10-15 years, so I guess I'm just collecting something else that's a tank. I'm trying to get rid of this one. Okay, well, that's it. They're quite basic toys, but I've collected most of the ChoroQ cars that I want, so I gotta go somewhere with these deformed collections here. Thanks for watching. We'll see you the next time I'm able to find some more of these things. Bye.